beg, buck me at the Emirates. Buck me at the Emirates, because I'll go. You let me know what game you want to go to. Yo, people, what we saying, what we spraying, back again with another stream. You get me? And obviously today we're going to be talking a bit about the Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. Arsenal versus Crystal Palace match. Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing because we got a game tomorrow. And I won't lie, it's a very important game. Obviously, going to be running this with my brother, full-time Tripp. He's going to be here soon. Just got the DM saying, yeah, going to pull up soon. Oh, and here we go. What you saying, my bro?
What's good, man? What's good? We here. Listen. Early mornings, halftime, Hooks, full-time Tripp. You know what time it is, man. We got to get back into it, bro. We got to get back into it. How you living?
Yeah, not too bad. Well, I mean, I'm an Arsenal fan, so at the moment, I'm on cloud nine. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Life is good.
There's no better place to be. Like, what more?
Again.
What more could I want? Like, I know people are gonna be like, win a trophy, and I'll be like, well, I can't win trophies in October. Do you know what I mean? So until I can, I'm gonna ride this plane like there's no tomorrow. But yeah, how you doing, man? How you doing,
man? Listen, life, like, to your point, life has been good. Like, I just said, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want people to cast their minds back to the beginning of the season, like how doom and gloom all of this was, like how critical it was. Like, yo, if we don't do this, if we lose here, if we don't make it through this run, it's death. It's done. We're finished. The club gonna disintegrate on game week 8. Over. So you know the feelings that was around it. Now, me, obviously, I know I'm a coming with it, like, you know, just which I'm coming from a genuine place of like, yo, we'll see what happens. You know, I don't know what the season's gonna bring, so I'm not gonna subscribe to all that. And on the other side of it, we've not only navigated through injury, but we've navigated through some difficult moments, come with some big moments, Champions League, in the league. We find ourselves capitalizing in situations where we last season and seasons before we didn't and we couldn't. We find ourselves in places where we knocking off the ghosts of the past, the hoodoo teams. Like I've been saying before, Kratos FC, we on revenge tours, just going spot by spot, taking everybody that cooked us previously, me giving them the what for. I feel good. What can I like? This is a great place to be given the spot in the season. Obviously, we all know it's a long way to go. We all know there's a lot more in store, a lot of twists and turns. But to say that with the run we had, and we're in first place, we're again in pole position to be in the top 8 places in the Champions League. We're doing our numbers. People signing extended contracts. You know what I'm saying? All the players, academy up to senior players. People want to stay. People booking dinners and stuff in the middle of the week, just the team bond and stuff like that. Man, I almost booked a dinner myself because I was like, man, I should treat myself. I should treat myself because I feel good right now. But overall, it has been very positive, man, and I'm glad that we navigated a really difficult period just to show, like, yo, we're on time in this season, and just a lot of learning from the mistakes of the past. And it was just good to see that, you know, that progress, man. And facts, shout out to the comment before I say anything. That's more good news on top of this, bro. So you should see double time on that. Congrats on 10K, Brody.
Yeah, hey, you know what? Yeah, it's a you know what? I'm thinking of doing like a late stream tonight just to talk about it, and like, because it's mad overwhelming still, and obviously, like, it's now 1 year of me streaming, in it. So I might just do a little stream talking about the journey and all of that. And yeah, I might, that's just the stream link out, and if anyone wants to jump on, they can jump on. But yeah, it's a mad thing still, man. It's a mad one. And if I go all the way back to my first stream, it was a watch along. I can't remember who the watch along was for. I think it might have been a Champions League watch along. And I looked back the other day, and just like even little things like how I do my thumbnails now to how I did them then, like how I spoke about football now to how I spoke about it then. Like, it's just so different. So obviously it's a big milestone. You know, we still got more milestones to hit, and obviously the only way we do that is by you guys liking the video, by you guys subscribing to the channel, by you guys sharing it with your friend. Because by the way, it's not just you, man, that are watching now that like football and like to watch people talk about football. Your friends like football as well. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just that way. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, Go show my boy Tripp some love. You know, his channel is
Salute.
in the title. But this guy is like a wizard on Twitter, bro. He's a wizard. Yo, I see one of his videos going viral, and I'm like, I see them comparing him to like they're saying you're the Arsenal expression,
which is crazy. Again, that's the only positive thing to ever come out of Tottenham Hotspur, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Expressions. I think he's a dope ass creator. I always enjoy his stuff, and I'm like, that's high praise, bro. That's high praise. You know what I'm saying? Like, it comes from the heart and soul. Like, when you love something so much, it's just gonna spawn out organically. You're gonna have to like bars is gonna have to come out some way, bro. But I appreciate that, man. Seriously, like I love doing it, man. I love doing it. And again, much to what you said before as well. Like, it's crazy how you see the process change the more you do it. Like, when you start, you're like, I don't even know how to like approach this. I'm gonna just try it and jump in. And then when you look down the line, you're like, oh my gosh, this is completely different. I feel so much more, confident, comfortable. The scenery's changed, the thumbnails getting sharper, the things here and there. Like, it's just dope. It's just dope. You know what I'm saying? When your heart's in something, you can like take those little moments and really appreciate the progress points of like, yo, you done came far. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And still levels to go. So, you know what I'm saying? Again, big ups to you for that journey, because I know how like the putting yourself into something and just trying it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let that be a testament to your work and just to the idea of just trying something, bro. Because you never know where to take you, for real.
Yeah, and I mean, you might need to teach me the ropes when it comes to giving these views on Twitter and TikTok and all that, because I still, for the life of me, I don't know how it works. Like, I just got no clue. All I know is when I went to America, I dropped a video on TikTok, and it nearly hit 60K. So I'm like, maybe I just got to be in America.
It could be the state. Listen, I'm trying to go the other way. I'm trying to go that way. I'm trying to head to the Mecca, bro. I'm trying to do a swap deal, man. I'm trying to be over there. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't tell you what goes into making anything, but I honestly, I'll be dead serious. I've generally been posting the same way since I've started that account on my Twitter, which is like 2020 basically, or 2021. I started like doing this consistently since like 2023. I've just been like just doing that stuff. I think maybe again it does lie in shorter form stuff, but I know it's a whole nother conversation for another time. But it's like people are definitely taking to the shorter form, like little things like minute 32 minutes, and just press nonstop press and send. Like if you got the capacity to, I know every week at least I'm gonna do my reaction video on YouTube. I'm gonna do the typical like promo video that I'll do. I'll just like try and spit bars off the top and everything, and I'll just do a video the day after. So at least there's 3 pieces of content coming from me, and then whatever's random. So it's plugging on. You know what I'm saying? You got to teach me the ropes on the YouTube thing, man. I'm trying to get in. I'm trying to get into the streaming bag with this consistently, but I'm just like I'm double dutching it. I'm like trying to figure out what's going on, but I think it's much to the point of what you've done already, just hitting 10Ks consistency, bro. Just pushing the tempo.
It's literally, and it's, do you know what, the best piece of advice I was given, and that's to anyone watching this on now or on playback that wants to actually do like content on YouTube, is just don't watch the numbers. Literally, that's what I was told. Don't watch the numbers. Just keep on plugging away, be consistent, do as much as you can every day, and then eventually you'll hit that sweet spot, and the numbers will start rolling in. Then it will become a conversation of how do you like maintain that. And that's probably going to be the next step for me, is when I finally do hit that grind, Mikey B, grind. When I hit that step where it's like, okay, the numbers are mad overwhelming now. There's like bare people in the chat at a time. Because sometimes I do get bare people in, and the chat is a bit, and it's like difficult to maintain. But like when you start getting to them levels where like 500 to 1,000 people are just viewing your video, and they're all talking in the chat, and the chat's moving like it's on crack, and it's like, whoa, okay, it's hard now to talk to everyone in the chat, and that's the next level in it. So hey, you know, just keep on grinding, just do it. That's the thing. Just do it. Like, don't think, do. Like, literally, don't think, do. And that's the kind of the only advice I could, because there's no like dead set way that works in it. There's just not really a dead set way that works in it.
Yeah,
So I
that's
think
true.
everyone has their own kind of personal it's like with God. Everyone has their own personal journey in it, and no one reaches like that journey the same way. No one experiences the same things. It just and then it does come down to a community. Like I got some pretty cool people in my community in it. So once you get like your little core community going, and they kind of they F with you, and like they remember things that you say, and they're like, oh, but Hooks, you said like 2 streams ago this, and I'm like, oh, even I forgot that I said. And then they start calling you out, and it's like, oh, okay, my bad. Hey, I'm only human, you know what I mean? So yeah, there's still a lot to learn. Like I'm a firm believer that you're always learning.
True. I agree.
I mean, just on the point of learning, yeah. Are we gonna learn something big tomorrow? I nearly said today. I thought we played tomorrow. Because you said that we've gone through our hard run. I agree. We've gone through our hard run, but I think that Arsenal's hard run stops after tomorrow, and we have like a little pause, and then we come back from the international break, and we have Tottenham, Bayern, and then Chelsea. And then I think after that is pretty smooth sailing for Arsenal. But this is probably the one game that a lot of Arsenal fans looked at and went, oh, Crystal Palace, they've started off the season really. Obviously, they came into the season off of the high of winning the FA Cup. So it's all good over there. But they did lose Eze, one like their best, in my opinion, their best player that they've ever had at their club, in it. Like he carried them to a trophy, in it. And I don't think there's anything bigger that a player can do for a club, especially a club of that size. No disrespect. It was their first ever trophy.
Facts.
First ever. But they lost it. And I think what they've been able to do at the beginning of this season has been nothing short of like remarkable. Like they've gone mad. They're in the top 4, top 5.
Yeah, I think it's still top
Palace.
4.
Crystal Palace. But they do come off the back of losing to Everton, drawing 3-3 with Bournemouth, and then losing to, I think it was AEK Lacana or some Cypriot team in the Conference League, which that one there
nuts
is a mad thing because it was at home.
1-0, just 1-0 dead score. I was like, okay.
I'm thinking, wow, you got man like Mateta, Yeremy Pino, like you got all these men, and you lost to them. That don't make no sense. So there's like a bounce back element there for them. And then obviously they won't want Eze to like overcome them. So like I feel like there's a little extra bit of like panache.
Oh yeah,
in this game.
For sure.
An extra little bit. So like, do you think we'll learn anything from this game?
Oh, we might. I think we just might. I agree to your point. The difficult run is not finished because of how Crystal Palace have fared with under Oliver Glasner in general. Also, how we played them last season, that 2-2 draw when stuff was like, like a little bit techie, and then we got gone at the Emirates. I think that we are going to learn something because one, the resolve of a team who might not have, again, all their cards on the table and stuff. Gabriel might not be available. Who knows what the situation is with him right now? I guess it's day to day. We'll see what happens. Eze with a big test, like he's at the club of his dreams, but the club that he helped build up is coming to town. Now it's a real emotional, it can be a real emotional moment for him. And how can he like rise to the situation? Again, we've seen a similar thing with like Declan Rice when he came here. How he's going to perform against West Ham, like that type of dynamic. I think we will. I think we will learn something about the team. How well are we gonna again fight against any type of adversity against the previous fixtures? Because it's great that we've built the momentum against these hoodoo sides. You know, we're saying we killed off the West Hams, the Fulhams, Atletico Madrid, we gave the what for and everything like that. But the league is still the league. Every game is still gonna matter, to its utmost degree. And to the extent that we control this game, and I think in my opinion, I'm very keen to see what the defensive performance is going to be like in this game specifically. Like, I think the attack, we're going to have our moments to score and do what we do. I'm not, me personally, I know everybody's going to be thinking about that because of how stuff has been lately with the Gyokeres stuff and everything, just the usual, stuff since the start of the season. But I'm looking defensively, specifically for the defensive performance. What metal do you guys have, potentially without Gabriel, to stop a flying side that can turn it on at any moment, that can create danger at any moment, even without Eberechi Eze? Like, I think that's the biggest thing that we're going to learn. Like, how strong really is Arsenal's defense on any given Sunday? That's what I'm looking for primarily.
And just on the Gabriel thing, that's a big element for Arsenal, because there's two things. If he doesn't end up playing, then we kind of lose a lot of that leadership at the back.
Agree.
And we also lose like a massive element to our play from set pieces in both our box and in the opponent's box as well.
Facts.
So it'll be interesting to see how we kind of deal with that if he doesn't. I personally believe that we got more than enough cover. Personally, like you can put Calafiori there, you can put Mosquera there, you can put Nkapie there. Like even at a stretch, you could move Saliba to the left side, and then you can play either Timber or White or Mosquera right center back.
True.
So there's so many different things that we can do, but it's just about how it acts, because everything on paper sounds nice, isn't it? On paper, everything, like you can find anything and make it sound sweet on paper, innit?
For sure.
But I feel like that's something I'm gonna be like. Obviously, I'm touch wood, all of it, pause, because touching wood is crazy. But like, I want to see Gabriel there on the team sheet. That's what I want.
For sure.
Just please be there, so I don't have to worry about these things. But other than that, I'm not too worried.
Yeah.
Aside from Mateta.
So listen.
Mateta he's a
dangerous one, man. Good, crazy good striker. Hey, honestly, I'll be real. Like, I am worried about him, obviously. The one I'm really worried about, low key, is Mikel Arteta. I'm definitely worried about him, just because how we play and how quickly that they could break if they do have the ball. One ball from Munoz to Sarr, and he's gone. And he's efficient. That boy is efficient with every run that man takes. I swear, I'm like, yo, I ain't seen a man locked in. Like, he just play with Adderall in his boots or something like that. I don't know what's going on with Sarr, bro. But whenever he's on counters and breaks, he is just to the point. He gets jobs done. And again, we've seen it time and time again across the season, last seasons and stuff, like the bane of Liverpool's existence, basically. But like, it's they have people that can hurt us. Again, Yeremy Pino, somebody that we looked at in seasons past, and I think he's a good ringer. I rate him. Like, very good ringer. They have a lot of people that can break quickly. It's like, how is the defense going to manage any little counterattacks that could spring up? Like, it's gonna be everybody's gonna have to be on 10 defensively, because one man breaks. It could be a Lerma, it could be a Mitchell, it could be Mateta, it could be Pino. Like, there's 6 people that could break out easily. And obviously, if we're breaking, we can't contain it, and Mateta's just roaming. He gonna kick the hell out of our corner flag if we don't act right. If we ain't on P's and Q's, all we're gonna hear is the boo. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that tomorrow. I don't want to hear not a peep of that. So we gotta be on job, man. But to your point, I agree with the cover situation, though. I believe in our cover. I believe in the depth. I believe that we've learned from our mistakes to have that quality. So whether it's Nkapie's debut, whether it's Mossberg, Mosquera, whether it's Calafiori tucking into central role and then putting Miles on the left, like, I'm cool. I'm cool with whatever combination at this point. I have trust in them to see a job through, knowing that we can handle ourselves and we can manage certain situations. So it's up to them. The real test is just going to be, again, that defensive performance. How switched on are we going to be from the off to make sure we see this through and maintain momentum? It's nice, what I'm saying, when we capitalize, people didn't expect us to, or blah, blah, blah. They're expecting us to trip up in these games. But I think now people are giving us some of the expectation too. And I think we should put some of the expectation on ourselves to go into these games and start to really impress upon the opposition and say, yo, we got to put all gas, no brakes with it. All gas, no brakes with it. We know what we can do. And on our day, we can knock anybody out the park. Simple as that. So it's just up to them. It's up to them. And I believe in them, man. I'm not too worried going into this game. Got a little bit of, worries about a couple of threats that Crystal Palace got. But I think we can do a job, and we can do a job thoroughly.
They're just, do you know what? Yeah, you raise a very good point about their transition. Like, they got a lot of people. Their game's kind of transition. They're kind of there.
Yeah.
They'll kind of be looking to at some point to make this a basketball game.
Oh, for sure.
End to end. And obviously, towards the end, we can go through like what, like, we'll kind of build a team that we'd be happy with to go up against Crystal Palace. But just early on, I'm thinking it might actually be smart to play Calafiori left centre back and Hincapié.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
I think that would handle the threat from Ismaila Sarr really well. Like, I'd be worried having Calafiori
out that far.
Yeah. Because you know, when Calafiori is in left back, he's not actually left back. He's right centre mid. He's right wing. He's striker. He's
free range fullback.
He's a hiker. That's why I call him a hiker. He's here, there, and everywhere. And leaving that kind of space behind our left winger, be it as it may, like Martinelli, if he does start, he's very good at tracking back. But then if you play Eze on the left wing or Trossard on the left wing,
that's tough cover physically.
It's not going to work out. But another thing that's going to be interesting, and I guess we can deal with this question as well, is Crystal Palace play with a back three. Now, Viktor Gyokeres is going to have to figure out this game, how he plays in the Premier League against back threes, because it's something he's going to have to come up against. Like, he came up against it against Manchester United, but I'll be like, Fairs, that was the first game of the season.
Yeah.
So you're not really up to speed, didn't really have too much of a preseason. Cool. But I feel like Viktor Gyokeres, he started to build up a bit of a rhythm now. And I think we're now going to start seeing, I guess, the rewards from him doing all the hard graft that he's been doing on the pitch. But just before we talk about him specifically in this game, obviously, Arteta came out. I haven't got the exact quote, but Arteta came out and said that Viktor Gyokeres and Kai Havertz can play together. So Wesley's gone, brothers, the claims of playing Havertz and Gyokeres, honestly, how would that work in your opinions? So, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, the best way for it to work is you have to play Havertz as a 10. So you have to play him just behind the striker.
Yes.
That's he has to kind of be a shadow striker, kind of the role that he played when he was at Leverkusen. That's how you make both of them work. And that's something that from the beginning of the season, I wanted to see. So for me, I was just, when Gyokeres came in, for me, it wasn't, do we play Havertz? Do we play Gyokeres? For me, it was, we play both.
Yeah.
Now, be it as it may, I said this before we signed Eze. So now we have Eze. It's kind of a bit more trickier. Because you now got a midfield of Zuba. Just throw it out there, Zubamendi for me, like, never leave.
Listen,
never leave the first 11.
Zuby Dooby Doo, he ain't never been scared though. He ain't never been scared of no monsters. He is a monster. Stop playing with him.
He's revealing all their masks. He's taking off all their masks. You know what I mean?
For real, for sure. Yes.
He's catching all of the criminals, but then it's hard because it's like, can't really take Declan Rice out either because he offers so much. But then it's like, you can't really take Eze out. But then it's like, can't really take Erdegaard out when he's fit. So then it's like, what? And then obviously it's like, there's going to be games where you have to make use of a Marino in the midfield. And then, so where does Havertz really fit in all of this? And in my opinion, the best kind of midfield to deploy, if you're going to play Havertz, would be either Zubamendi or Declan Rice at the base. Either one of them is fine.
Yeah.
And then you either go Eze as the left 8, left 10, Havertz as the right 8, right 10, or Havertz as the left 8, left 10, and Erdegaard as the right 8, right 10. The reason why I say that is because you don't need too many people in the midfield that are going to do the dog work because Havertz, I think people forget, Havertz does the dog work.
Did
Like
in
he
the
does.
dirt
He's
trenches.
all up, yeah, he's up and down, up and down. Like,
Mm-hmm.
he's like, weirdly enough, he's like an engine himself.
Facts. That's
He's
facts.
an engine himself. And you need I still think with Havertz in the midfield, you need someone else to provide creativity.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Maybe you could play Zubimendi at the base and then Declan Rice is the left 8 and him as the right 8. But then it's like I feel like with that the balance is all off.
Yeah.
But he can play with Gyokeres, and then we enter a scenario of, because if you look at the goals that Havertz got last season and the season before, I'm talking like purely number wise.
Yeah.
If he got those goals from a shadow striker position from the 10, everyone's like, this brother's amazing.
Yeah.
This guy's amazing. It's only because we relied on him as our 9 to get goals, and he didn't get like 9 type goals.
Yeah.
Everyone has a problem. But I don't know, like how, like, do you see it working? Like,
I love this question. I love this question. One, just off of the base of it, the fact that we can think about enough depth, you know what I'm saying, to say, yo, we don't have, you know what I'm saying, just Win the Dog and Gunnosaurus on the bench as options, and we can actually talk about real players in amongst our depth. I'm glad we here, you know what I'm saying? I just want people to take that in first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? Just absorb that thought. Next, I've thought about this a lot, and there's been conversations that's happened about this a lot throughout the season. There's a GIF on Twitter that I posted about this very situation where, like, Gyokeres and Havertz running together. You know the GIF of King Kong and Godzilla running towards you, like they're running in the same direction, like in what's it called? The movie. I swear I forget the name of the movie, but they do a team up and they both just run in the same direction like this. They're doing that, bro. That's in the most endearing and positive of ways. That's what I envision that partnership being like. Now, before I say, like, from a positional, like, you know, positional play standpoint, just look at how those two play. Gyokeres himself is a gravity magnet. Whether people like it or not, he consistently attracts defenders to his position wherever he goes. On set pieces, holding up the line before runs and making channel runs and doing what he does, he creates gravity. And he's going to attract 1-2 defenders on him, again, at all times, touch tight, really close. And that opens spaces. If people are making runs and Gyokeres is going this way, he's carrying people with him. And what does that create? Space. What does Havertz thrive on? Judging spaces and making runs into those spaces last man. Again, like that's the perfect tandem. We've seen that time and time again where Gyokeres will create a run and there'll be space behind him. Like, there might have been times in the season where Gyokeres will, like, again, a ball will come in from like from the byline and he might be just ahead of it, but there's for damn sure space either behind him or like across from him for somebody to be there and fill in that gap. Like, just the way that he operates and Gyokeres is demanding attention, Havertz can come in and capitalize on that so much. And I don't think we have somebody who is maybe in the same range of instinctive and has the license to do that like Havertz. Maybe a Martinelli as well, but again, that comes down to different positional things like that.
Just quickly,
really
quickly. Obviously, big up Pavania, but just quickly, are you by any chance comic book fan?
Oh, yes. I'm about to say yes.
Okay, cool, sweet. So, because you use the term gravity for Gyokeres, I think we should start using the term magnetism because
I like it.
Because we all know Magneto.
Listen,
that might have to start being Gyokeres' name because
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, because we all know there's iron in the blood. We all know Magneto can do that stuff. Yeah,
I like that. Listen, that's true. It's the master of magnetism in that, because he runs one way, people just whoosh with him. Just whoosh. You see the hand move, whoosh. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of the it's one of those, just whoosh. You see the sound effect, bro. You see he make a run, and you see the sound effect go whoosh.
What's that?
Yeah, it's that. It's really that, though. It's really that. I want to start switching up. I'm about to add magnetism into repertoire for real. I want to start throwing it in there, real shit. Oh man, but I'm telling you, because he has that magnetism, it's perfect for Havertz, because Havertz thrives off finding runs, finding spaces. So naturally, how they play, just in how they think through their minds and how they approach the game, it complements each other completely. Two, both of them are dogs. Both of them are grafters. Yeah. You see, the whole start of the season so far, Gyokeres has proven he's gonna press till his legs don't work no more. So he's deleted. You know what I'm saying? So he go from the master of magnetism to Professor X, if you understand what I'm talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he gonna run till his legs can't function. It's that. So seeing that, so seeing how hard he presses, imagine him and Havertz, or him for Havertz, and we constantly have a consistent press from the front throughout a 90 minutes. Or you double max it in a game against like a Big 6 team where you need physicality to really win out. Like, that capability between those two people is insane. Having it on rotation or using them both at once, that's just a crazy powerful thing to have. And I don't think people understand how effective that can be. So that's just something that's something. You see, my cousin is joking. Hey, man, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? We here all week with it. But still, to that point, they have a lot of complementing and similar skill sets in how they approach the game that makes it a nightmare for people to play against. Now, positionally, I completely agree with your point. If Gyokeres is going to be the 9, having kind of like the, again, like just like a sub striker, like I'm saying, like just below, or again, coming from like the left 8 or right 8 position, just going into that kind of cam slot and being that little shadow striker. He'll make those runs. He'll judge the space. He's the first person to react to the gaps that Gyokeres creates so he can capitalize. I think that's the best way to use them. And obviously they're going to work hard. You know, again, Gyokeres is going to press from the front. So Havertz doesn't have to go that far up and remove himself from like the press and the structure to be effective in, you know, winning the ball back and being in defensive shape. And then on the offense, he finds the spaces. He has a lot more wherewithal to judge up all these little moments that happen in the space that gets created. You know, it's one of those. So I think it could completely work. And when you add the thing on top of, if you start Havertz, maybe we'll say you'll start Havertz left 8 one of these games. You can start Zubimendi or Declan Rice in the base. That's fine. Odegaard on the right hand side. You can start Eze on the left. Eze could be an option on the left wing, and he just plays iso ball the entire time. And in the space that he can create, you know what I'm saying? The moments that he can create, the separation, and then a moment will spring where Gyokeres goes right into the box, darts for a run because the cross might come in, and Havertz is waiting at the top of the box, maybe for a moment to react and see what's going on. There's a lot of good that can come from them two being just creating their own chain reactions, and then other players around them supplying the creativity. I think there's a lot of good proactivity, action, reaction out of them too, and then just the creativity around them can create moments where we thrive in the chaos. I think that can work, and that should be used multiple times this season just to bully people out the gym and find the right times and moments to capitalize and score off of the runs, off of the space Gyokeres creates, and the space that Havertz can read from there. So it absolutely can work. Absolutely.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm in agreement with you. I think it absolutely can work. And it's something I want to see, and I want to see it as early as possible. But then now going back to because obviously Viktor Gyokeres he's like we said, we're gonna be facing up like a back 3. Yeah. So now how does this now work? Because is he gonna like, are all of them gonna be focused on him? Yeah. Like, are they gonna be drawn into him, or like, because obviously when you play with a back 3, like the centre backs tend to play like a lot further away from each other, and you find the right centre back and the left centre back kind of cover for the left wing back, the right wing back, and they defend wide. So could this be a game where we kind of finally see for large portions of the game like Gyokeres being isolated to one defender, and then it's now maybe whoever's left wing and Saka, they have to deal with the double up. And if that happens, like, how dangerous could that be? Or do all of the centre backs just get sucked into Viktor Gyokeres, and he has like a game where pretty much no space for the whole game, but the channels are free for like Saka and maybe Martinelli to expose? Like, I don't quite know how, because obviously then they have like the two. Like, it could actually be an occasion where at points you see like 5 men around Gyokeres, because the 2 centre mids as well, they could just drop in, and like we could actually see a vast amount of space for the likes of Saka. And maybe this is a game where you put Eze on the left wing, because if he's given that much space in those left pockets, it could get crazy. But how do you kind of see like that all going?
It's tough, because again, I know in Arteta's mind, I think, again, I think he thinks about the game holistically. I think about the entire team and staff and players. They think about the game holistically of like, one, how we set up offensively could also mitigate how they are. So pinning really, really good solid, again, just players on the wings, just to pin back their wing backs and say, yo, Tyreek Mitchell, you're not going to break. Yo, you're going to have to pay attention to Saka. You're going to have to, commit. Munoz, you're going to have to go commit with Chris Richards if he goes that far on the left-hand side with there's a good chance Trossard could start just because 1v1, you know what I'm saying? Physically, no, but 1v1, he does have the capabilities to at least combine and beat a player a little bit. So there's that fear. Or you could just put Eze and go the full way and say, yo, you're going to have to commit somebody to him and pin the wing backs back. So
or
I think
Martinelli.
Yeah, Martinelli could as well. Listen, he's been better. The hand tape been on this season, man. The hand tape has been on. For real. It's coming like a Michael Jackson glove, bro. He got magic in there. I don't know. Like
hand tape Martinelli becomes Quicksilver. A Magneto Sun, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Facts though. But facts. Def does, bro. He def does. And listen, and he could provide some danger there. So it's interesting. I don't know it's the midfield pairing that I don't know is going to be there. Like it could be Wharton. It could be Wharton and Kamada because we've seen that happen against Bournemouth, but they got ripped a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. At some points in transition, it could be Lerma and Wharton. I think Wharton's gonna start regardless, but how well or how kind of deep they bet into the back line is gonna be telling. It's tough. I'm not sure exactly what to make of it. I think honestly, with how stuff will be packed out, the left-hand side is going to see a lot of 1v1 situations. I think we'll get a lot of 1v1 situations. Munoz is going to have to do it. Chris Richards might be the one to go collapse a little bit next to Lacroix, and get on what's it called, Gyokeres. I think that will happen more than not, like 60-40. You know what I'm saying? They ain't beaten them or lost a couple games. I agree. And I think this is a point where they might change a couple of things around to try and be more physical with us. And so we might not see a Kamada come on. I think it might be a Lerma Wharton midfield, and then they'll try and drop deep, cover some of the spaces and clog up the central areas. This could be a spot where the left winger has a good game or has the potential to have a good game. And, we'll operate from there. The other thing I would want to point out, I think Gyokeres will not have as much space as determined, you know what I'm saying, or as we think because of how they're going to set up. But if you look at the Atletico game, and if you look at how, when Saka had the ball on the right-hand side, and then he saw Gyokeres he got the ball to feet, and he turned the shoulder and just kind of got a quick shot off. I think that exact action is going to be key if Gyokeres is going to get some touches this game. That thing will happen often if he's going to get on the ball this game. Like that exact whole situation. Like Saka's on the right, he might beat one player. He sees he's pinning somebody just pinning them back or whatever. Ball to feet, turn quick and get a shot off. I think that's going to be bread and butter for him to get something out of this game, Gyokeres. I think that action itself will be very, very key for him to get some activity, and somebody's got to be ready on the back post or somewhere else in the space to pounce if a shot deflected or whatnot. But I think left wing is going to have opportunities because of how they might set up, and that action between Saka and Gyokeres and that link up is going to be key as well to try and open things up and get Gyokeres involved when he'll probably be marked by two center backs at a time or like Lacroix in the center, like Lerma or whatever combination that they have on him. I think that's going to be key to get him to open up the game a little bit.
All right, sweet. And obviously, we can't ignore it. And obviously, Dre brings up a good point. Eze is slightly under pressure for me this game. There's a big pressure because, the only pressure that gets a bit bigger than this is when he has to go Selhurst Park.
Yeah, that I understand. Yeah. Okay, that I understand.
Yeah.
I get that.
So, but I feel like how does he respond to that pressure? Because it could very easily become one of those moments where Eze kind of goes, this game is about me. I don't feel like he's that type of person. I don't feel like he's that type of ego. Like, he got married in the summer. He's a Bible studying man. Like, I don't feel like he's there. He's joined, Timber's congregation. Like, I don't feel like he's that. Don't feel like he's that type of person. But when you go up against your old team, there is always going to be that kind of essence of, let me show them I made the right decision. Like, let me show them that the choice I made was the correct choice, right? Yeah. Now, I personally don't think Palace will hold anything against Eze because at the end of the day, he ended up going to the team that he loves the most. Like literally, it's not like, and it's not even like he kind of did what Gyokeres did or did what Isak did and like refused to play. Like he actually started.
In the preseason stuff.
Yeah. So he actually won them the Community Shield. No?
Yeah, Shield. Yeah, he was in the he was literally started that game, played through that game. Like it was a clean handshake deal. It was everything was fair. And again, he left on a high. He left with honor. You know what I'm saying? Like it was love between all parties. I haven't seen the fans forsake him at all. Like they understood the game. Like from what I've seen online and in different spaces, they got nothing but love for him throughout. So I don't think there's distaste for him, but there is the occasion of like he's got to play. I think he should be due to play, you know what I'm saying, a very, very engaged game just because he knows how they play. He knows how Glasner operates to a certain extent. And he's got to put his imprint on it a little bit. I will say, though, there is a little bit of pressure I can understand, but this comes into a twofold thought of people underestimate how tough it is to play under Arteta, and our current players and players of the past deserve a bit more credit. Because Eze's coming from a place where he don't have to play against low blocks every week. He don't have to play against mid blocks that are packing up the midfield, clogging up the spaces, making life difficult for creative players to even move and breathe. He's learning a whole bunch of new things on the job. He's learning how to adjust to blocks, how to get shots off, how to be more productive, how to understand how to, again, press more effectively. These things that are, you know, like, oh, we take for granted sometimes. Like Odegaard does this like damn near every week when he's fit. And we're like, okay, that's great. And what? But it's hard to adjust to. And I think overall, I'm happy with his performances, but I think that's the hill he has to climb. Like, how do I learn low blocks? How do I, you know what I'm saying? How do I acclimate myself and then still bring my individual quality? That's the one he's got to do.
As well.
And plus, again, he's not the main guy. How do you fold into the team instead of be the one that's the talisman? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that he has to adjust to and fold into to be productive. But I will say this. I think his head's going to be in the right place. I think his mentality, you know what I'm saying? He will be down to earth and just say, hey, listen, let's focus on the game, make it happen. If he starts in that left wing, I think he is due for a man of the match performance because he knows the defenders that he'll come up against. And I think he'll be very, very, very effective in some of the spaces and gaps that may be created if he's in tandem with whatever left back that we're choosing or, you know, whatever, what have you. I think he will be one of our best players in the match. I'll call it right there. If he's not, you know what I'm saying, I'll take the L's for it. But I think just how the game is set up, there's going to be a lot of action just in front of the box. And I think that's where Zubimendi, that's where an Eze can really start to strike fear and really start to have an impact on the game because they're going to be preoccupied with a Gyokeres, a Saka on that other side. And I think if Eze starts to float across from maybe what left-hand side into the midfield, or if he's going to start in the midfield himself, start floating across that front side, his mind will be in the right place to make an impact. You know, I'm curious to see what happens, but I think going into it, there's a little bit of pressure, obviously, because he's playing against a former club. We see what happened with, again, Declan Rice, West Ham stuff, as we mentioned before. Like, yo, you got to be in your P's and Q's. We don't want to see no remorse thing. No, none of that. Job.
They're the enemy now. They're the enemy.
You know what I'm saying? They are the ops. We need eagle soup for dinner after this, bro. You need to cook with no, you know what I'm saying? Pluck the feathers, get to it. I need no, you can't let one of the Eagles go out the back door, bro. All of them get cooked, all of them put on plates. So I think he understands that. And as we're going through, I think he'll be equipped to make an impact on the game for real. That's just how I feel.
Yeah. And obviously it'll be interesting to see how the Palace fans react to him when he's on the pitch or when he's on the ball, because I guess like naturally away fans are usually like your most loyal fans.
Yeah, the big, like the most rabid of like you gonna see the heart and soul sometimes of the fan base is gonna be living in them, and they're gonna be vocal whether you like it or not.
And it's just like, will it be a positive reaction? Will it be like, I imagine at first he will get clapped.
Yeah.
I can only imagine so, because like he done so much for them. I can only imagine so he'll get clapped. But there is every chance that he could face boos. A big up AFC Sid for subscribing. I like that.
Shout out.
Make sure you're subscribing to Full Time Trip as well. That's what anyone else that's watching. Make sure you're hitting them likes, people. And if you're watching this on playback, if you haven't hit the like button yet, hey, pause, go hit the like, hype up the video, you get me, and drop a comment for the algorithms. But I think he might get booed. But then
I see it.
I think that's something that he will anticipate. So it'll be good to see how he responds and how he reacts to that, because I think that's the biggest pressure. Because like, look, we're at home, so really and truly, it's just another day at the office. I feel like every home game is just another day at the office. Like it doesn't matter who we're facing, whoever it is, another day at the office. A big up Godfrey for subscribing to Full
Shout
Time.
out Godfrey, man. That's love.
There you go. Got a new subscriber. That means you got to drop some more content, bro. You know what I'm saying? So the but yeah, it's just about how he responds to it. And obviously, if he does score, he's not going to celebrate. I doubt he will celebrate.
Nah.
I doubt he will. He'll probably but that's the humbleness that I like. I think he's a very humble person, and I think he's going to be focused, because he went to, I think he went to a school.
Oh,
like,
yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
He went to his old school in Greenwich. Yeah, I've seen the reports and stuff. Like,
yeah, and like he pretty much said, yeah, we're winning the league. So he's where I'm at.
Yeah,
because that's what I'm saying.
Eyes on the prize, man. Listen, locked in, and I think that, again, that's a testament to him. Like, that's a testament to his mind state. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be easy to jump in and say, yo, I'm here, the club of my dreams. This is so wild. Like, this is great. This is wonderful. But from the onset, from day one, he was like, yo, it was great the first like couple hours, but now training come, it's work time. We know what we got to do. I know what I want to make happen for this club, and I got to be a part of that. I got to be all in. I got to be switched on at all times to make sure it's there. And I think it's a good booster to everybody else in there. I think everybody else's minds are already set on that, like, yo, we got to make sure we get the trophies that we deserve, because we're one of the best teams in the world right now. We got to get the shit to validate us and make sure that we're like, yo, certified stamp. Nobody can say nothing. We got to get that end result. And I think he's folded into that well, especially from the perspective of an Arsenal fan. Like, yo, he's been a fan all of his life. He knows what it means. So that's extra incentive. Like, yo, he's like, yo, I don't think people understand what that does. So he's locked in. From day one, he was locked in. And I think that translates to a lot of his game when he's understanding, trying to pick things up. And in a fixture like this, I don't think we're going to see any of the kind of like just off the beat rhythm or whatever. Like, I think he's going to be switched on actively, especially because it's a fixture like this where he's against his old club, and he knows he has to put into the performance. He has to bet in and contribute to make sure that we're achieving that ultimate goal that he came here for day one anyways.
Yeah. And I mean, just to carry on the theme, like, he's tricky, you know, he's got style, he's got plats. I'm saying Static Shock.
Listen, bro. We gotta build up, you know what I'm saying, the mythos of everybody. I done already called what's it called? Louis Skelly. Louis Skelly's Miles Morales, man, the electrifying one. I just called him that off rip. You know what I'm saying? That's just what he does. That's who he is. We put Static Shock in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, Gyokeres might have to be some type of like, Magneto. I'm about to say, like,
Martinelli,
Quicksilver, you know what I'm saying? Martin Thordegaard with the little hammer and everything. I told y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the Scandinavian taste, bro. You know, we'll put Norgard in the background. He can be one of the Vikings with him and everything. Like, well, yo, listen, we'll line the cast up, man. Listen, Marvel might need to call us. Marvel DC might need to let us know.
Gabriel, or you know what? Either Gabriel, Saliba, or Timber definitely have to be Heimdall.
Oh yeah, 100. Timber might be the Heimdall. Timber might be the Heimdall.
Protecting the gate. Protecting the gate. Yeah. Okay, cool. Timber's Heimdall. Okay, cool.
I like,
All right, sweet.
For sure.
But it'll take us a while to build up the Amen. That's what I'm gonna call them. The Amen. Yeah, but we got this, man. We got this. But cool. Let's start thinking about what we would kind of go with in it. So, this how I'm thinking we'll do it. Yeah. So we'll rotate. Yeah. So I'll go first, then you go first for a position we're gonna go for. Yeah. And then you'll give your pick. I'll give mine. If it's the same, then it goes in. If it's different, we'll talk, try and come to some sort of
Right.
conclusion. Yeah, that's probably the
Yeah.
best word to use. Yeah, agreement. There we go.
Yeah.
Agreement. There we go. So,
Got
but
you.
the only place I think that doesn't need this is the goalkeeper, like, because
Yeah.
obviously David Raya is in goal.
Mhm.
Like, you know what I mean? This is what it
That's
is.
yeah.
So
That's obvious.
let's start right back. You go
Mm.
first.
All right. I mean, it should be clear. I think I need a solid, probably, hopefully 80 minutes, maybe not the entire time. It could be a smooth ride for Jury and Timber. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you double stack. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get the verses out. You know, and we good. We roll, man. I don't think there's too much debate there. Also, I do want to give a quick note and say he's been probably two of our most consistent players throughout this entire season so far. Him and Zubimendi probably are amongst my favorites and leads for players of the season so far. They've done crazy jobs, just all phases. Nuts. Timber, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Like,
I don't know what to say.
I think he actually has a shout for our best player of the season. Like,
I fully agree. Fully agree. People, he just off of the back of an ACL injury, the way he's locked up players left, right, center, the way he's been an effective ball carrier, progressor, passer, the way he's tried to put his imprint on the final third. Like, come on, like he's him,
bro. I said it already. He's the best right back in the world. I don't care what any Chelsea fan wants to say about Reece James, because it's like, to me, it's not even comparable personally. Don't get me wrong.
Not. And yo, on his day, Reece James is absolutely insane. But that day only happens about 8 times out of 365 in a year. He's a seasonal worker. Shout out to him. I got love for him, bro. I think he's a great player. But bro is a seasonal worker. It's Harrods Holiday Shop. Harrods Holiday Shop. Downstairs is only open for that season. And then
he's what, Santa at the mall?
Listen, for real, yo, pull up for the ships. For them ships for a couple weeks, and he back out. It's that. So I don't want anybody telling me, oh man, Reece James is this. I ain't seen Reece James be that for about 7-8 months. So we can't talk about that. Timber been doing that for week in, week out for a whole season plus. Come on now.
100. Yeah, it's just different. It's just different gravy. So, all right, just quickly, are we gonna do this?
Yeah,
running off the fact that Gabriel isn't fit.
Let's do it without Gabriel, but let's hope he is in there. I don't want to jinx it, so I'll say let's do it without and hope for a surprise.
All right, sweet. So I can't lie, I don't think it needs much explanation, but Saliba's right in the back. I don't think there's much.
Not at all.
Yeah, no one else you want to throw in there? That's just
Saliba. Listen, we put Saliba twice. He just went calling us.
All right, cool. So I think this is where it becomes a bit more well, not a bit more interesting, because I think there's a lot of options we can go with here. So left center back, who would you go with?
This is where it gets really, really difficult. Damn. Because I want to see what we got. Because we got Brighton after this in the EFL Cup, right?
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh. A part of me wants to see how Hincapié gets on, but I'm still conflicted. I want to go with the safer option in terms of how we might need to mark Mateta, how we might need to mark Ismail Assar, and like how quickly our back line needs to shuffle out of positions as well to cover spaces and cover ground. If we need to flip it, fine. But I think that I got to go with Mossberg Mosquera, man. I got to go Mossberg Mosquera. I think just for the sake of us having that solidity there and maybe enabling people to get a little bit farther up the pitch, I think we still maintain our best integrity in defense with Mosquera, given the form, given how he stepped in big occasions. We're at home. I think, again, I'm down for him to jump back in the starting center back position. And maybe if we're swapping Saliba, I'm not mad at that either. Just might need a little bit of tweaking in how they're building up in the shape, and Raya might need to be wary of that. But I still go with Mosquera as my pick.
All right, sweet. So I hear this, Dre, because I was thinking about Calafiori left center.
I'm not mad at that either.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. But obviously earlier on, you brought up the point of Ismail Assar and how dangerous he is on transition. And Mosquera is quick.
Rapid. Yo,
and he would be defending that side. So I think for that, I think Mosquera, and truth be told, out of all of our, I guess you could say, backup defenders, he's played the most.
Yeah, he's the most game ready.
Yeah.
Come on
he's
now.
He's the most game ready in it. He's the most match ready. So
Right.
I think Mosquera, yeah, I would say Mosquera. So now
I agree.
Left back, I can't lie. Because again, I'm thinking about Ismail Assar.
Yeah.
But I'm also thinking about like what they can do going the other way. Because this guy is a marauder. This guy is an absolute marauder. He was part of the Leverkusen team that went invincible, and in that season he was playing left back. So I think, hey, give him his first start, even though, because remember, this is a desired. Because if he was to ask me what I honestly think that Arteta will do, I honestly think if Gabriel's not fit, he will go Mosquera, left centre back, and I think he will go one of Calafiori or Miles Lewis Skelly, left back. But I want Hincapié.
Yeah.
What about
this was a close battle. I will say for Calafiori's case, I think that him, again, floating around doing what he usually does, hiking, you know what I'm saying? I think that will come in handy as they're picking up different people in their shape and then they're folding back into a deeper block. That helps. But also, I think in moments where we might have, again, like, runs that can be made from the outside and kind of surprise them while they're out of their shape and they aren't fully settled in, those in-swinging crosses and those bombing runs from the far left, just overlaps, might be a godsend for Eze. That might be a crazy godsend for Eze. And I don't think Calafiori commits to those as much as everybody, as much as I would like to, but as much as, as we typically seen. Hincapié would be a great, great addition for this match. I would agree with this, honestly, if he was, again, the fittest. If we're going off of what Arteta would probably do, is probably Calafiori. But I would like to see Hincapié do this because I think he has the pace to defend. I think he's actually faster than people may think. I think he has a good enough aggression to win duels and get involved. Between him and Mosquera, I think that's a really good test to match up and overpower Sarr. And again, on our side, the offensive side, the way he can cross the ball, the way he can overlap, the relentlessness on that front that I've seen him play with that Leverkusen, that will be good to see. I will be very, very keen to see that. So for the sake of this lineup, I agree. I'll go Hincapié too.
Perfect. Because I think Hincapié would also cause a massive problem for Munoz. Personally. Like, obviously,
I agree.
Depending on how this lineup develops, there's one scenario I see where you have Eze left wing, and basically because of Hincapié, he can just play in those left-hand areas for the whole game because of how Hincapié plays. But I do think, with my logical knowing Arteta hat, it's probably Miles Lewis Skelly or Calafiori that will play left back. But I'm hoping and I'm praying that I get to see a good 50, 60 minutes of Hincapié, because part of it is about getting him up to speed and up to fitness as well.
Facts.
So later on in the season, when we do need him to step in, he's not stepping in needing to warm up. He's stepping in already warm and willing to go.
Ready to drop in. I agree. Yeah. Best in the logical world, you know what I'm saying, with that hat on, he'll probably get a good like 15, 20 minutes. I would hope. But I would love to see him, you know what I'm saying, get a start if he's ready to run, like hit the ground running and stuff like that, just to see what's going on. But I would ideally probably see him come off the bench, but it's still.
Sweet. All right, cool. So who are you going with for the 6?
You picked the base? You picked the base of the midfield or right center middle? Okay.
So this is a 4-3-3.
Okay,
so obviously I'm pushing my agenda for this season is we play with a solo 6. That's my agenda for the whole season, innit? So unless you disagree, that's fine. But for sake of argument, who would you play in the 6?
Yeah, nah. I mean, it goes without saying at this point, the man that's probably arguably been our player of the season so far with his consistency, taking to this league like a duck to water. I think it's Zubimendi. I think the way he's controlled so many things. And I think one thing to point out as well, the man plays with the Napoleon complex, bro. It's crazy. I've never seen a man so short be this level of aggressive and consistent in defensive actions. He'd be right. The Atletico game was prime example. He was right up on people, stop and attack, hit left, right, center. Like he was up and like again the left-hand side of the pitch. You know what I'm saying? To stop and attack. Like some of the fouls is bogus, but I thought he won. I thought he won a lot of fouls clean. But he was just proactive, like just absolutely hunting for stuff to stop. And I think that's an underrated aspect of his game as well. This guy is a dual winner like the rest of them, bro. Like he does not shy away from any of those fights as well. Like he'll poke the ball out and he'll gain possession back. Really, really great aspect of his game that makes me worry less about him being a 6. I mean, obviously our structure, but also his individual quality in those duels is underrated and it's understated in my opinion. I take that all day.
He's actually, I think he's actually won the ball back more than Declan Rice as of recent, which is that's a feat in itself,
bro. Declan Rice looks like he was born to tackle motherfuckers on football pitch, bro. And you're doing this, you know what I mean? Like it's crazy. Again, listen. When Declan Rice came out the womb, he was doing a slide tackle, bro. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just this. It was that. And Zubamendi's come into the side first few months in the league. And he's already putting in great performances like that, comparable, standing up next to Declan Rice in many aspects across the game. Again, all phases. If we have two people like that, it's nuts. The depth is nuts. I love it, man. But yeah, Zubamendi clearly, I think he has to go in that 6th position.
100. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly. So, at right 8. So, I can't lie. For me, I think I go Ethan, you know.
All right. Yeah, go ahead. Why though?
I think I go Ethan because okay, so because I'm voting for because I want Eze to play left wing, I feel like we need someone dynamic in like one of the 10s, in one of the 8s. Personally, I feel like we need someone dynamic. I mean, to be, I guess, like, I mean, Dre, I mean, like, I guess our 8 kind of operates like a 10 anyway. So it's like, when it comes to Arsenal, I feel like the discussion between 8 and it's kind of semantics to a degree. So I think, yeah, I just feel like we need that dynamism in the 10. We need that because I feel like him and Eze are very similar in the sense where when they pick up the ball, they're both risk takers. They both want to dribble, but they want to beat players that are in front of them. Like they're not like Ødegaard, where Ødegaard's constantly looking for, I guess, a pass to open up space or a line breaking part. I don't feel like they do that. I feel like they're more drivers with the ball. They more want to do something themselves. And if they have to, they'll bring someone else in. I also feel like Ethan would be an extra runner in the midfield, which would then draw attention away from Saka on the right. And I personally think that Saka and Ethan have a good relationship on that side of the pitch. So my vote would be for that right space. Definitely Ethan.
Got you. All right. This is where we'll start to differ a little bit. Okay. I know I've said all those things I did about Eze on the left wing, but still, I would pick Eze for that right central mid spot and going into the right 10 solely off of the fact that I don't know if you, and this is crazy off of basing this off of just one little anecdote, but again, remember the Atletico game? I think this was the Atletico game where like the position was kind of a little bit unsettled as they had the ball like in that same right space, but he just turned, looked, and just floated the ball in between two defenders and almost got to Saka like right there in that space. I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know that little moment right there.
Yeah.
I think as he starts to learn how to adjust against these blocks and know how to engage when blocks are unsettled and know when to pick a pass or when to carry, when he starts to get the inclination of how to operate more efficiently, that's when you see some magical stuff start to happen. And I think for the ability he has and how what's the word here? How I say unorthodox it might be for Palace to see him maybe operating on the right-hand side coming into the middle spaces rather than from the left coming into middle spaces. Maybe the awkward angles that they might catch him at because they don't really really anticipate. They can only see so much of Arsenal's setup to say, okay, how do we experience it? How do we see it in real time and like mitigate against that? I think that is a thought and an action and a piece of our game that they might not all the way adjust for completely, and that could create advantages. That could create advantageous moments in the link up between him and Saka. There could be a lot of again, a lot of attention on that right half space between Saka and Eze and Timber, where there's a lot of problems that could be caused, where Lerma has to commit, where again, Guehi has to come up close, where there's a lot of people across that their left hand side, that they have to commit resources to. And that could be tough, man. That could be tough. Yeah. I'm gonna say Eze for the fact of they might not account for how he's folding into the team and getting into the central spaces from the right-hand side and how he can pick a pass, how he can carry into the space. That might be something that Crystal Palace isn't used to or hasn't really seen in full yet. I think that gap might create a moment for us.
Okay. I'm not angry with the Eze pick. Yeah. I thought of a fun way to decide how we choose when we differ. By the way, Garnacho getting a goal before Isak is crazy.
Dang, that's tough.
That's rough.
Our Bacho getting goals out the line before Alexander $130 million. Isak? That's tough.
$300 million Isak. That's the agenda I'm running. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's what I'm doing. So let's do it, man. What, heads or tails?
Okay. Tails.
You want tails? All right, cool. So tails, Eze, heads, Ethan. Eze it is. Eze. Hey.
Harvey Dent. The coin don't lie. Coin don't lie. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's funny. That is funny. That is actually funny. All right, cool. So in that right 8/10, we are going with Eze. Mm-hmm. All right, cool. So now the left side.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious what we're doing here. Probably didn't have the most expansive of games, but I think even in the fact that you don't have an expansive game, you can have one God-sent delivery and change everything. Declan Rice this guy is too damn good. I'm sorry, bro. I got to be honest. This is what we've wanted. We've wanted. We want players that even when they don't have off games can create moments. We have good players. We've bought good players over our time. But now we need players that can create moments. And we have those people. We have some of those guys now. It's crazy to see. He can have an off day, but it only takes one great cross and one great delivery in to get us over the line. We need that in the team. Declan Rice. It's simple.
Okay. So I agree. I can agree with that. Like, I feel like for how physical I'm kind of anticipating this game to be, it probably makes sense to have someone like Declan Rice in. And then obviously on that left-hand side, like Hincapié, Mosquera, Rice, and then if you dash in a Martinelli over there as well, that's Ismaila Sarr pretty much locked out the game. Mm-hmm. He's pretty much locked out the game in that scenario. So
I agree.
And then look, like the thing I always say as well is like, this is just how the lineup starts. This is just the team sheet. Like in game, in the flow of the game, Eze's gonna be rotating with Rice. Like Rice will pop up on the other side. Like Rice will switch with Zubamendi. Zubamendi will then move into those right spaces, and then Eze will move over into the left. Like it's very fluid. Like we're more about space than position at Arsenal. So yeah, I can see how that works.
It's crazy because my background, my family and everything is Jamaican. So it just remind me of dominoes on the table. It should just all you see is this. All you see is that come with the positions look mad different. The chips is mad down. The pieces is all over the place. But we still come up with something. You know what I'm saying? We still putting it down on the table for real. That's what it looked like to me.
So I mean, there's no discussion here, right? Like,
no, not a singular one. And if you do, you're insane. Now, let's keep it a buck. You are huffing and puffing on some hallucinogens to the max. If you think that Saka should not be starting this game, can't start this game, is not equipped to start, you're insane. You're out of your mind. I don't. We need more Saka prop. More.
More.
The stuff that we got now, we need more. I don't care what we doing, bro. I don't want to hear no conversations about he not at the table with the best wingers in the world. He damn
100%.
sure is. All that Elise talk from the other day, all that Elise conversation I see happen on the timeline. Yeah, no. We need to cease that, bro. Some people in our own fan base were saying, nah, I don't know about Elise. Bro. I promise you.
Hey.
Don't let the Jinky Majinky fool you, bro. Saka's him. Don't let anybody with the Jinky Majinky out there try and convince you that, oh man, let's do a little hip turn. Listen, go watch Shakira if you want to see hip movement, bro. We play football on this side, man. It don't matter how it look. It's effective. Stop playing with me, man. Yo, I'm sorry. That came from the gut. I'm just tired of people like slating Saka when he's one of the best wingers in the world and has been for years. Off of a bum hamstring, coming back into form, still cooking people. Like, it's all right. It's all right.
It's all right. It's all right. Cool.
Y'all see. Crazy.
That Afro not big enough to contain this, man.
That's insane.
I mean,
rate it up. Don't worry.
I mean, there's no discussion here.
I don't be on this one either.
Yeah, there's no discussion.
I'm praying. I am praying that Gyokeres gets a bags of gold and in very, very emphatic fashion. I hope it's off that same motion, honestly. Like Saka gets the ball to feet in the box. He turns Gay here or Lacroix and just bang. I just need one of them, just the vim behind it, man.
Do you know what as well, yeah? I think that it was very important that the 2 goals he scored against Atletico Madrid were both ugly goals.
I agree. I completely agree. Continue. Cook, because this is a great point. Go.
Because, like, I feel like when you're going through a rough patch and you get the ball in the back of the net by any means necessary, big up Malcolm X, that does a lot for your confidence. Because he already knows he can score bangers. He already knows this.
Facts.
He's under no illusion that he can't score bangers. But within that, because obviously, like, cool, you have different Arsenal fans that have different perspectives. You have different football fans that have different perspectives. But I feel like all of the dog work that he was doing, he now has evidence that dog work can lead to goals.
Facts.
So I think his belief is going to go through the roof. His confidence is going to go through the roof. And I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing them screamers from outside the box.
Bro, that's real. That's real. And think about it. What are we known for? You know what I'm saying? Historically, Arsenal's been known over the years as a team that loves to walk the ball into the goal sometimes. Like, we just don't want to just bang something just for the sake of banging it. You know what I'm saying? And just run into something and just, make it happen. Kick the door down. You know what I'm saying? SWAT team FC. We doing that oftentimes. And Gyokeres is somebody who's going to be in the trenches doing dirty work. And the scrappy goals that we saw at Atletico is that. It's the essence of a scrappy goal. He's going to make it happen either way. And that does wonders for, again, him, but also for the team of like, we need to get into the weeds. If he's going to make the run and commit, somebody has to be right behind him and get an ugly goal, get into the weeds with it. Like, again, him and Martinelli, I think, are great at that. I think they're great at, they're not afraid of getting into the challenge, barging somebody, being right there and getting a scrappy goal. I think Trossard is as well, finding himself at the right place at the right time, being Fox in the box. We need more of that, that, because like
Martinelli's showing it now as well. That Fox in the box part.
Yeah.
Because it started with Brazil, his goal for Brazil.
Facts.
And he's kind of carried that over to us. Like,
it's that, bro. You got to be in the right place at the right time and don't be afraid to commit. It don't matter whatever else is going on. Find your way in the box and the ball might find you. Dare. Show some balls and find yourself. Take a chance on it. And you never know what's going to happen. So I think, again, those 2 goals are a perfect example of just the added dimension that's added with Gyokeres in and what we can do when he's there. Like, people got to start scoring ugly, winning ugly. And if Gyokeres got to start ugly to score some beautiful goals, as long as he's scoring goals, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm right there with you, bro. Right there with you. And I just realized something, I hope somebody from Arsenal sees this video, because I won't lie to you. Yeah, you see this trio here. Oh my, that is dark, bro. That's blindness, bro, for a lot of people. I don't know if you've seen the movie, but that's Don't Breathe. You want to break into the blind man's yard, and the first thing the blind man does is everybody's blind. Yo,
the electric gets shut off.
Yo, I ain't never seen such a holy trio be so demonic on a pitch. That is ridiculousness right there, bro. Me personally, I would try and fight back. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, listen, I got a verse in my back pocket right now, bro. I got it on my shin pad, bro. Relax, chill. Like this, they on timing non-stop, man.
The trio is that trio. I don't know if they've come here to play football or they've come here to praise God. Like, honestly, I don't know which one it is, but
listen,
yeah, that's yeah.
look,
Do you know what, Arteta? Yeah. I hope they discussed that at the dinner they went out for, because that's something to get cooking over there. So the final spot in the 11. Yeah, I'll let you go first.
And I already know this is going to be the most contentious one right now. I knew from the jump this one right here was going to be probably the most contentious one. Logically, it shouldn't be in this one, in my opinion. But I think you said one of the main reasons, and I don't want to be so negative. No, not negative, but like, defensive minded or whatever. But for the job that Ismaila Sarr is possibly could do, and one for the form that he's in, I think it's only right to start Gabriel Martinelli. I think it's worth it to start Gabriel Martinelli in this role form. He's been really, really, really damn good. Just every duel. Obviously, the table stakes of his defensive work. We love the effort. You know what I'm saying? I'll never take it for granted. But on top of that, the way he's made better decisions across the games he's played. I don't know if it's time sitting on the bench and just looking at things, you know what I'm saying? And just understanding the play call and everything. Like, he's taking care of the ball better. He's attacked his player more. Again, he's not lost the ball as much and held possession. And again, carried centrally a little bit more to help support things and drop the ball off when needed. Overall, his play has just been sharper. And you can see it in the finishes, the passes, just the alertness to stop doing the Lil Kim hesitation all the time. And he's always searching to attack and be a bit more aggressive. And I think that speaks volumes into how he's tweaking a little bit to improve and get back to where we saw him at in seasons past. So I got to say Martinelli to start. Something will tell me that Trossard will probably start just for the fact of an extra body in midfield to drop in, add an extra problem to draw somebody out, create a space. But I'm going Martinelli because I think he can do a job, again, defensively marking Sarr and helping shut him out the game, and offensively finding himself in the right space in the right times.
And I can't lie, I'm right there with you. I'm going Martinelli as well. And I mean, the reasoning behind it, at least for me, obviously all of the things I 100% agree with all of the things that you said. I also feel like he's now, when he's facing up against his man, he's actually trying to use his pace to beat his man. And when he beats his man, he's making the right decision after that. A lot of the problems with Martinelli previously was his final decision before the last action. But I feel like he's greatly improved that in the last few weeks. Now, because Palace are going to play a back five, I don't think there's really room for that play Trossard and then Martinelli comes on when the players are tired. I don't feel there's room for that, because they'll have more than enough cover defensively for players not to be stretched and have to chase down players. And I just don't feel that will happen. However, I feel like the reverse could happen here, where you start a Martinelli, he's going to rinse the fullback. He's probably going to rinse that right centre back as well. Probably the midfielder's going to get sucked into that running back, chasing back as well. And then maybe the 65th to 75th minute, you bring on Trossard, someone who's a lot better at like maneuvering in those tighter spaces. When players are more tired from having to deal with Martinelli, Trossard has a lot of room to operate in now. He has a lot of room to be more techie, hold the ball a bit longer, maybe wait that extra second for Gyokeres to split that run or Eze to split that run. And I just feel like that kind of extra bit of technicality that Trossard provides in those areas can benefit the super sub in this game for him. Personally.
I agree with that wholeheartedly, honestly. And thinking about how Palace are going to potentially play with, like, if they get possession back, they're going to likely play long. Again, they might use Mateta as, like, again, just a man to pin down, play off of. They might get the ball to Wharton, and then he quickly just springs out to the wings. He gets a ball out to left or the right, whoever's open and available. And that's a lot of back and forth basketball games that are there. And if we're corralling that and we're running at them, tiring them out and stuff like that, they're doing a lot of back and forth, and we command that physical battle and not make it basketball, or cut out the transitions quickly. They get tired, and then they open up a lot of, again, the fatigue opens up a lot of potential spaces in those little pockets for Trossard to play and hopefully kill the game off where we're at. So completely agree with that. Oh yeah, and Jacob Murphy just scored a nice little goal, whatever. This guy, Jacob Murphy's finishing is low key clean. It's so clean. I give him that. But yeah, I think Trossard is good for, again, dead legs in this situation, but Martinelli's got to start, in my opinion.
Just on that Jacob Murphy, I saw one of the funniest things that I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, someone tweeted, Liverpool bought the iPhone but forgot to buy the charger. They're calling Isak the iPhone and Murphy the charger. I can't lie.
Alexander iPhone is tough.
Yeah,
that's nuts.
Hey,
iOS updates.
We're trying to. You get me? We're trying to do big things. Luda.
Hey, that's funny.
Luda.
Hey, man. So get out the way, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's crazy.
All right, cool. Just to close off, so that obviously, like, you probably want to focus on the game. I actually want to focus on watching the games. I ain't even started watching any of the games. Let's round up with a prediction. So I think it's going to be 2-0 Arsenal. I'm very confident in us being able to keep a clean sheet. I'm being kind of conservative with the goals because I do feel like we can actually score more than 2. But I want to give a bit of respect to Palace because I do feel like they are a hard. I know Bournemouth did put 3 goals against them, but like we all know Semenyo's just on. He's
smoke.
Compound V. Like he's just he's got powers at the moment. So
save them Spinneroonies up. By the way, we gonna see you soon, bro. We gonna see you soon. I don't know what people told you or whatever, but we on the way. Berta, we'll ring your phone soon. Keep that live. Do not put it on silent. That's all I know.
So yeah. So what do you think the score is gonna be?
Oof. This is tough. I want to go 2-0 as well, but low key, I'm gonna go 3-0. I'm gonna go 2 assists from Saka, one assist from Declan Rice set piece. Gyokeres will score 1. Gyokeres will get in that score sheet. I think we'll have a really solid performance, and I think I think Gyokeres, Saka will have a good game. Let's get Eze one. Let's get Eze the other one. You know what I'm saying? Let's get Eze on the score sheet as well. I want to see him there. So those are my predictions. I think 3-0, man. I think we're gonna keep momentum.
Sweet. All right, cool. Perfect. Well, look, people, gonna round up there. Obviously, big up, bro, for coming through. You know, amazing. Salute, and I appreciate it, man. And hopefully, this might have to be the pattern we do for all Premier League games, innit? Because they happen on weekends, and the timing sometimes it could work out. It could obviously time difference. I think maybe this is the most realistic way to go in terms of streaming, innit? So yeah, we'll figure it out, man. We figure it out. We sort it all. All right, big up Sunderland equalizing. You know what I'm saying? Come on. 1-1.
Chelsea, boy, that's tough.
Chelsea. But obviously, people, if you're watching this now, just make sure you're liking. Make sure you're subscribing, not only to me, but to my boy Full-Time Tripp as well. And just honestly, go and type Full-Time Tripp into Twitter. Go and I promise you will not be disappointed, bro. I promise you. Like, I can't lie. Okay. Before we even made any content, I would just always see this guy's videos popping up on Twitter, and every single one had me in tears. So if you want some good, very good short form content, go and follow him on all socials. You will not be disappointed. That's for all the people that made it this far on playback as well. And yeah, I mean, I'm gonna send you over to Carefree Lewis G, Liverpool fan. So wow, Chelsea fan. Good job he didn't hear that. So make sure you slap the hooks raid, over there. Make sure you're liking up his video. Make sure you know where he came from, and make sure you're all laughing at him because obviously Chelsea just conceded. He's probably vexed, and real ones, you know what to do. Come back onto the video. hype it up, drop a comment for the algorithm, and yeah, I'll catch you next time. Peace.
Man, I lick shot like Shevchenko. I got fam like getting on my nerves. Feel like man, I eat chip for that man get killed. Every day trying to get on nerve, but man just swerve, idiot, have a let go. I didn't mean idiot, have a let go. Man better mind out before they find out. I can get dark when you gas this petrol. Splash all over the pavement curb. Man know me, I don't play with verbs. Seen too much, I'm aiming first. Man don't think anymore, man burst. 18 and a clip that's gift and curse. Man won't limp this biscuit hers. Civilian crashed on LinkedIn work. Got stacks on who's gonna be sprinting first. Them man now some man. Little idiots don't concern man.